Hey guys, sorry, I have to make a part two for my Raw review. I don't know why, but YouTube, I tried to do a video last night, but I deleted it because it wouldn't work. I don't know why YouTube fucking cuts off the last 3 or 4 minutes of your video after it takes like so long to publish. I don't know why it does it. This fucking website, these idiots better get this shit figured out because it's really pissing me off. What is the point to cut off the last 4 minutes of someone's video besides make that person more angry than they already are? Why? But fucking pain in the ass having to do this. I'm sorry for my language, but over and over again. But so where I left off, Morrison and Sheamus are going to be in a ladder match to determine the number one contender for the WWE Championship at TLC. So like I said, I hope Morrison goes over in that. I have a feeling he will, and I have a feeling Miz will go over in his. Hopefully set up that feud because that would be pretty good in my opinion. So then we got Knucklehead Moment of the Year, which went to Lay Cool. No one really cares. Commercial. Divas Battle Royal to determine Diva of the Year. Michelle McCool won. Then an email comes in after, and it says at TLC it'll be Lay Cool versus Natalia and Beth Phoenix for the first time in a tag team table match. So I'm actually looking forward to that. Finally, they're giving divas like actual talented divas. Michelle, Natalia, and Beth are three of the best wrestlers in the diva division. And I mean, Layla, I'll give it to her. She's improving. So it's good talent in there, and I'm actually looking forward to it. Hopefully, one of those annoying Lay Cool bitches gets put through a table. So we get Edge versus Jack Swagger. Edge won with the spear. This is an okay match, really short. and during the match, a triple threat match was announced for TLC with Jack Swagger, Kofi Kingston, and Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. I'm hoping Swagger goes over in that. I think he'd be a good IC champ, and just let him run with that for a while. Try and build him back up in the future, back to the world title picture. Because I mean, Kofi's already been Intercontinental champion. Dolph Ziggler's had the title for a few, 3, 4 months now. And yeah, just something new. Then Miz and Alex Riley are shown backstage talking with David Arquette. Go to commercial. Big Show out to present Moment of the Year, WWE Moment of the Year, and HBK versus Taker at WrestleMania 26 won it, and Shawn Michaels up on the Titantron, thanking. He's like, I thank all you guys for your support and allowing me to get this award. And he's like, do I miss, the action or being in the ring or whatever? He's like, no. But he's like, do I miss you fans? Absolutely. And he's like, in an undisclosed location. I won't give away where I am because WWE will try and get me to come back. So it was funny. Just seeing Shawn, even down the Titantron, is always good. Um, so that was good. And we had a commercial, and back from commercial, Randy Orton versus Alex Riley and David Arquette in a handicap match. Orton won with an RKO on Riley. Short match. And then after the match, Orton powerbombed Arquette through the table. It looked nasty. And Orton used an angle slam again in this matchup. He looks like he's just going to add that to his moves regularly. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Orton powerbombed Arquette through the table after the match. We go to commercial and back. From commercial, King and Punk are running down the TLC card, which actually is looking not that bad now. And Cole comes out and gets booed, not surprisingly. An award for the best line of the year, quote, and it goes to Cole. He's like, I'm so humbled to get this because I deserve it. And he had a little piece of paper, a speech he was going to give, but he got cut off by the Raw music. That was great. Yeah, fuck Cole. He's a pussy. I can't stand him. And Teddy Long came out to present Superstar of the Year, the final award of the night. And I already knew he was going to win this when I found out that this category you could vote for on WWE.com. And it was a given Cena was going to win. And oh shit, Cliff Lee signing with the Phillies. As long as it's not the Yankees. And as soon as he even announced who the winner was, I already knew it was going to be Cena. And sure enough, it's fucking Cena. That's just such bullshit because in my opinion, it should have been Kane. And think about it. The dude's had a dominant, coming up on 6 month reign as world champion. He beat Undertaker 3 pay-per-views in a row. Night of Champions, Hell in a Cell, and buried him alive at bragging rights. Not to mention he tombstone Taker when he returned at SummerSlam. And he's cut amazing promos every week on SmackDown, and he's actually had some pretty solid matches that are you wouldn't really usually see from Kane. So he's worked well. Give the big man some credit. I mean, this has been I mean, it, I, it was Kane's year. I mean, from the middle of summer to the end of this year, he just dominated. What did Cena do? Get his ass whooped most of the summer by Nexus? I mean, yeah, he was, and Batista in the beginning of the year. I mean, yeah, he was WWE champion, won it at WrestleMania. I mean, and then he gets loses, forced to join Nexus, loses, and he's Nexus's bitch for like a month, and he's superstar of the year. Like, give me a break. It should have been, my opinion, should have been Kane, Orton, or Miz to win it. Look at Miz, won the U.S. title this year, won Money in the Bank, and became WWE champion. And Orton, I mean, we all know what he did over the summer, that monster push he got. I mean, and for Cena to win this is just ridiculous. That's why little kiddies probably went on their went on their parents' computer, had to ask permission to use the internet, and went and voted for John Cena. Oh my God. Maybe I should just start following ROH or just TNA regularly, because this shit, I'm just getting so fed up with it. So the main, yeah. So I mean, it's bullshit Cena winning that. Anytime fans can vote for any award involving WWE and Cena's a nominee, he's automatically gonna win every time. It's ridiculous. And so the main event was Cena versus Otunga. Cena won in like 5 minutes. He made him tap out with an STF. And then he hit him a few times in the back with a chair after the match. And that's another thing. Great. There's a couple chairs matches at TLC. What is it? It's like Del Rio and Rey Mysterio have a chairs match, and now Cena and Wade Barrett have one. What does that mean? Couple shots to the back. They don't do chair shots to the head anymore. I mean, it's ridiculous. What? Some chair shots to the back? Yeah, you can do some moves on the chair, but you can only do so much. So Raw ends with Cena just, you know, posing with a chair, and like he usually does with his gay little three fingers at the end. So Raw based typically what I expected, another letdown of a 3 hour show. Uh, yeah, I hope TLC. I hope it's good. There's 7 matches on the card now. I'm gonna do my preview for the predictions for that TLC later in the week. Maybe another match or two will get out on SmackDown. I don't know why Daniel Bryan versus Ted DiBiase isn't on the card. I mean, yeah, their feud. Technically, it's kind of like. I mean, after bragging right, their Survivor Series, they had a U.S. title match. They should have continued that feud. Had another one coming up at TLC, and just continue it. That could be a good feud. WWE's booking just continues to amaze me at how bad it is. Like, it's horrible, horrible. So, yeah, Raw was a letdown pretty much. There were a couple bright spots, mainly Cena getting his ass handed to him one last time by Nexus. Yeah. So, this is part 2 of my Raw review. Hopefully, I'll have better. Hopefully, YouTube gets this problem fixed where they don't cut off your last 4 minutes of your videos, because it's fucking pissing me off. So, yeah. Comment and subscribe, guys, please, for those of you who haven't subscribed. Yeah. Have a good week. I'm out. Peace.